So in the Little Got It 250 music video, they have spin transitions and they have these seamless transitions. I thought, what if we combined them and made a seamless spinning transition between 3 clips? So that's what we're doing. I'm uploading videos like this every single day right now, and 50% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you're in that 50% and you want to learn editing and you want to have a video every single day to learn a new effect, go ahead and click subscribe. Also, drop a like on this video and let's get into the tutorial. So here in After Effects, I selected the 3 clips that I wanted the transition to take place on. They all kind of had something in the center that was kind of circular. We have the chain, the 8 ball, and then I guess the chain again is what we're going to zoom through. Then I brought all the clips to the beginning of the timeline and layered them in the order I wanted them to be in. I made sure the clip to the left is always above the clip to the right because we're going to be using keyframed opacity and a few other effects to fade into the other clip. So you want it to be over the clip to the right. That way, when we do bring it and have it overlap, it can fade and transition that way. And then I started off by opening the transform options in all my clips, keyframing the position and scale, and then opacity on that first clip. Keyframed at the end, maybe the last 10-ish frames from 100% opacity to 0%, and then went somewhere in the middle. And then I keyframed the position, scale, and rotation of that first clip to match the second clip. That way there's kind of like a match cut. And then easy eased all those keyframes, went into the graph editor to smooth out the motion a little bit. And then go to your second clip, keyframe the opacity how you did before, and then change the position, scale, and rotation. I'm doing it on the third clip to kind of match that second clip here. And now you can see how there's kind of a match cut. It doesn't need to be exactly perfect because now we're bringing on a Luma key onto our first clip, keyframing the threshold and making the feather go up a little bit. I changed it to key out brighter. That way it keys out the brighter things first. Depending on your clips, you might want to key out the darker. And then I also keyframed some Gaussian blur to get more intense towards the end as well. And then I wanted to match the color from the original scene to that red. So I brought on tint, changed the color to red, and then keyframed the amount from 0 to 100%. I thought it looked better starting off earlier. So now you can see how the clip starts to get red a little bit earlier. And then I did the same process for that second clip, keyframing the Luma key, Gaussian blur, and then instead of tint this time, I brought on hue and saturation. That way I was able to match the color of the pool table just a little bit easier than with tint. And then lastly, I just moved on to that pool clip, bringing on Luma key, Gaussian blur, and tint again. And then when you play the transition, it does look a little weird because there was already some digital zooms and stuff on the clips that I was using, but the transition's already starting to look a little smoother, and we're gonna hide all of those imperfections by pre-composing our layers and adding some spin to it. Also, if you don't have motion blur enabled, be sure to enable it on all your layers. That way it just smooths out a lot of the movement. So then we're gonna select those 3 clips and pre-compose them, and then we're gonna keyframe the scale and rotation of those clips. I keyframed them at default settings at the beginning, and then once at the end, scaled in a little bit and turned the rotation to 2. That way it spins 2 times like this. Make sure to enable motion blur here as well. And then obviously we have those black bars, so drag on motion tile and change the output width and height to 200, and make sure to click mirror edges. And now our transition is pretty much all there. Just easy ease the keyframes and go to the graph editor to change it to your liking. If you like the way this transition looks, you'll probably like my motion warp pack. It has a bunch of these rotating and spinning transitions, and it's all done for you. Just drag on the preset, change the keyframes to your liking, and then you have a transition like this. That's pretty much all I got for you guys in this tutorial. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, and if you're not subscribed, be sure to do that. 50% of you guys are not, but I will see you guys in tomorrow's tutorial. Peace!